When was your gut feeling actually right? I was 9 when my baby brother Theo was born, and my parents hired this babysitter named Angela. Perfect blonde hair, white teeth, always said exactly what my parents wanted to hear. They thought she walked on water, but something about her made my skin crawl. Her smile never reached her eyes. When my parents left for date nights, her whole voice would change. Not mean exactly, just cold. She'd turn off lights randomly, feed Theo way later than she was supposed to, and stare at me like she was studying me. When I tried telling my mom and dad, they'd brush me off. She certified Marcus, stop being difficult. The weird stuff started small. Angela would hold Theo too tight when she thought nobody was looking. She'd whisper things to him in this dead voice that gave me chills. One night I heard her talking on the phone saying, "The family has money, this could work out perfect." I told my parents, but they said I must have misheard. Then came the night that changed everything. I woke up around midnight because Theo was crying harder than I'd ever heard. Not normal baby crying, but like he was scared. I crept to his nursery and peeked through the cracked door. What I saw made my stomach drop. Angela was holding Theo upside down by his ankles. Not shaking him or anything violent, but just holding him there while whispering something in his ear with this blank expression. Her eyes looked completely empty, like she wasn't even there. Theo was screaming, and she just kept whispering. I ran back to my room and called 911 on the landline. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely dial. The operator asked what was wrong, and I whispered that the babysitter was doing something scary to my baby brother. She told me to stay on the line and that police were coming. By the time I heard sirens, Angela was gone. She'd taken Theo with her. The next few hours were the worst of my life. My parents came home to police cars in our driveway, and me crying on the front steps. They kept asking where Angela and Theo were. Nobody knew. My dad kept yelling at the cops to find his son, while my mom just sat in her car sobbing. Around 4 in the morning, they found Angela's car parked near the river bridge about 20 minutes away. Theo was asleep in his car seat, completely fine. Angela was standing barefoot at the edge of the bridge, talking to herself and staring at the water below. When the cops tried talking to her, she acted like she had no idea where she was or how she got there. She kept asking whose baby was in the car and why everyone was looking at her. They had to basically carry her to the ambulance. Later, we found out Angela wasn't even her real name. She was using fake papers and had been on medication for some serious mental health stuff that she'd stopped taking months ago. She had a record in 2 other states under different names. One family in Ohio said she'd tried taking their kid to a park at 3 in the morning before they fired her. The detective told my parents that if I hadn't called when I did, things could have gone really bad. Angela had been planning something for weeks, maybe months. They found a notebook in her apartment with our family's schedule written down and weird drawings of babies. My parents never questioned my gut feelings again.